soon. If you haven't got your notebooks and your pens, pencils, you want to go ahead and get that, or you may want to take notes on the computer like I do a lot. You have a few minutes where you can actually, because people are still actually signing in or joining us, you can invite somebody. I'm not sure why this one's doing this. Okay. But again, you have joined the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, and you're going to love tonight's. It's part two. Part two. If you missed Saturday's call, then you want to go back and you could go on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie and you can get part one, because you don't want to miss anything. We had a great call on Saturday. So that again, this is part two, a continuation from Saturday's call. The topic is physical, mental, and emotional pain management and elimination with mitochondria. And y'all, I just love talking about mitochondria because, you know, learning that if I built my mitochondria up, that my body can fix itself was a game changer for me, because doctors had me on so many medications. So I basically had to educate myself, you know, on what to do, because there's so many different things they told me I wouldn't be able to do. I was going to live my life in pain and all that, and I don't live my life in pain. So again, hey, if y'all haven't gotten you something to drink, go get your beverage, because you don't want to miss anything. You don't want to have to leave out and to go get something to drink while, you know, while you're getting this health knowledge, right? And again, if you don't have your notebooks and your pens so that you can take notes, or your computer, you want to go ahead and get that so that you are fully ready to take your notes. You do not want to miss out. We will be starting shortly. I think we got 2 minutes and the conference call will start. You can hear people are chiming in from all over. Listen.
Glad you made it. 2 more minutes, everybody. Jump in and say hello. Richard Williams.
Oh, wow. People are coming in from all over, you guys.
Good to have you with us. From where? Huntsville, Alabama.
People are chiming in from all over. Again, tonight's topic is physical, mental.
Hello, Grace. So good to hear your voice.
Okay. Tonight's topic again is physical, mental, and emotional pain management and elimination with mitochondria. We're going to show you, you know, give you information on how to build your mitochondria up so your body can fix itself from anything. Hello to all of y'all that are saying hello. Again, if you haven't got your notebooks and your pencils, get your notebook and your pencils so that you can take notes, because you do not want to miss out on this health knowledge. And get your beverages.
All right, Ben. Good to have you.
We'll be starting in 1 minute.
Shirley Starkey from Philadelphia.
Hello, Shirley. Glad you joined us too.
Again, thanks for joining the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, where tonight's topic is physical, mental, and emotional pain management and elimination with mitochondria. How many of y'all actually know what mitochondria is? That's interesting to find out people that actually know what mitochondria is. Most people don't know what mitochondria is. We're going to share with you what mitochondria is, and when you build it up, what your body can do with it built up. It's amazing.
Let's launch this.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted. Call recording is on.
Monday, MoreMito call. This is Monday, the 9th of February of 2026, and we are going to have a powerful call this evening. Listen, my name is Dale Bonet. A little bit about my background. Out of college, I went to work for a company called Procter & Gamble. I went into the food and beverage division, had great brands, rose into management, and gosh, if you ever drank Folgers coffee, I've had something to do with that, as well as the introduction of the gourmet line. of Folgers, the gourmet flavors, and Citrusil Orange Juice, a number of other food and beverage brands. But at one point, I decided to delve deeper into actual nutrition. I came into this side of our industry where I met an incredible human being named Roger Hill. Now, listen, I've met thousands of people over the course of my travels and career, but Roger stood out. The thing that struck me about Roger was the way his mind works. I believe his intelligence, his brain is a gift from God. He takes everything in and analyzes it in real time and then moves forward. I call it the ability to find the corners in a circle. Roger can do it. And that intellect served him well in his career at NASA. Roger used to hold regular meetings with people that you can read about in the history books. And if that wasn't great enough for a career, imagine being recruited away from NASA by the Pentagon.
Yes.
Roger answered their request. He went to the Pentagon, spent years there, and during both of those careers, he started doing his own personal deep dive into health and nutrition. But as you might, and he did that for family reasons and personal reasons, but there was a twist. As you might expect with his intellect, he didn't take the chemical route, the pharmaceutical route, the laboratory route. Roger looked at nature, the synergy when things are combined, and the unique, greater thing that comes from those combinations. And he took that learning, his experience, and his success and brought it all here to MoreMito and planted his flag. He is our CEO. He runs this company, and we're blessed that that's the case. We're also blessed that he partnered with a brilliant research scientist named Dr. Bevan Elliott. Dr. Bevan, we call him the pride of Clemson. He has not just created these incredible products with this properly blended mix of ingredients. He's created a delivery system that absolutely sets us apart, is the unique thing that gets our products not just through your cell walls, but deeper through the walls of your mitochondria. Your body is able to utilize our products like nothing it's ever used before. That is unique. We're the only company that has it and does it. And what's that mean? That means you don't run out of our products and go to Walmart and get anything like them. There's nothing like the UltraMito line of products. You only get them from our company, and people only get them from you. And that's why we're on this call. To hear more about all of this, I'm going to turn the call over now to our CEO, Roger Hill. Roger, are you there?
Great to be with you, Dale.
You are coming through loud and clear. Great to have you here. Go ahead, my friend.
All right, and so great to be once again with all of you joining us from wherever in the world you happen to be. You could have been someplace else this evening, and you decided to spend your time with us, and we really appreciate it. You know, every week on our health and wellness calls, we address a different health topic. We talked about lots of things that had to do with your immune system. We talked about how to recover from strokes and organ failures and whatnot. We talked about how to regrow your teeth, fix your cavities, receding gums, and all of that.
Yes.
But today, we're going to talk about physical, mental, and emotional pain management and elimination. And we're going to relate that to mitochondria. But before we do, let me introduce you to us, especially if you're new. You might have heard that we're a nutraceutical company and that we're noted for making some profoundly effective products for people and their pets. There's a really good reason for that. It's because of some very special technology that our technologist, our scientist, Dr. Bevan Elliott, who, by the way, has been my partner since 2015, created. He's actually pioneering a new way to make all of us healthier. Here's how he wants to do it. He wants to increase the amount of energy that your cells produce. Why? Why does he want to do that? Simply because everything takes energy, and our bodies are no exception. You know, if I go in your house right now, as an example, and I start turning down that current, you know your lights will start to dim out, malfunctioning appliances would happen next, and eventually everything will stop working altogether. Well, that's really an analogy for how we go through life. We start out with a lot of what's called mitochondria. What's that? That's that part of your cell that produces the energy that your body runs on, right? And you used to have a lot of it. You used to have a lot of it. When you were a kid, you know, you ran, you jumped, you played. All that energetic stuff you did was because you had a lot of mitochondria. But here's the downside to it. You've been losing it since then.
Yes, you have.
Right? You've been losing it since then. And at various points in time, you've encountered diseases, you've had different things happen, right? And they've been reducing your mitochondria at an accelerated rate. So we're not just talking about aging. If you ever had a bad virus, like COVID, for example, it exhausted and killed mitochondria, and chances are you didn't get them all back. How about blood pressure, blood sugar? All of those kinds of diseases also accelerate the loss of mitochondria. Then there's the medications, which can help you on the one hand, but many of them kill mitochondria on the other, okay? Toxins in the environment. Put some Roundup on your lawn like I did. If you did that, then you may have been killing mitochondria at the same time. Big lawsuit about that going on right now. So by the time, again, you're about 60, you may have lost half the mitochondria you had in your youth. What does that help? Probably nothing, okay? In fact, it causes issues. Let's talk about it. As we all get older, you may notice that many of us don't see as well. Maybe you're having problems with your night vision, or you got your nearsighted, farsighted, can't read fine print as well. That has to do with loss of mitochondria. How about your strength and stamina? You know, nobody's as strong as they used to be when they were younger, right? If you got any age on you. Loss of mitochondria once again. And how your brain works. Are you remembering everything as clearly as you once upon a time did? Most people aren't. As you get older, your brain doesn't work as well. It takes a lot of power to drive that supercomputer on our shoulders we walk around with, okay? And how about the way your body manages its major systems, talking about your blood pressure, your blood sugar, even your weight? All those things are related to mitochondria as well. And we might as well throw in your immune system while we're at it. Think about it. How's your immune system going to protect you as good later in life as it did when you were younger in life, when you've lost all that mitochondria along the way? It can't. So this is the problem that Dr. Elliott is addressing in his formulation. He wants to reverse that. He has to create a special technology to do it. He looked at the signals that your body sends to begin with to create those. Those have gotten weaker. Those have waned. He's identified substitutes for them in nature, and he has enhanced them dramatically with this XDS technology that reorganizes the molecules of all those natural substances you see on our product labels. So they don't just get in your bloodstream. Old folks can do that. They got to get all the way into your mitochondria, make some real magic happen, like we talk about on all of our calls. Okay, all that's in a product line called UltraMito, as in Ultra Mitochondria. That's what Dale's going to come back and talk to you about. Dale.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, the first product I want to mention is called Rejuvenate. It's our topical cream, and it's for your skin from head to toe. You put it in your hair, massage it into your scalp, and it's for anything that disturbs your skin. That could be a scratch, a scrape, a cut, a bump, a mole, a blemish, anything that disturbs your skin. We've got testimonials in the back office of the impact it's had for people with severe varicose veins, with stretch marks, cellulite, the lines on your face. And it does what it does, all the things it can do, because it doesn't just sit on your skin. It soaks through your skin. It soaks down to the bone. And that means it's working with your tendons and your muscles, with your ligaments and your joints. I mean, your back joints, your knee joints, your hands, your feet. And if you or anybody you know has a condition in their hands or feet that could start as tingling and become incredibly severe, you're going to find that Rejuvenate becomes your go-to product for everything I just mentioned and more. Listen to the testimonials in the back office. The list is extensive. Next, I want to talk about Restore 3.0. It's our first third-generation product. Dr. Bevan has truly created something incredible using a base of two ancient superfoods, olive oil with olive leaf and black seed. They've both been used for thousands of years because of the benefits they provide to the human condition. They mention olive oil in the Bible. They found black seed when they opened King Tut's tomb. But Dr. Bevan uses several elements of each in a unique way to benefit us. As an example, with olive oil, he uses several elements to tune up and detoxify our cells while increasing our mitochondria. Now, that's the secret. That's what sets us apart. That's our name, MoreMito, short from mitochondria. Dr. Bevan discovered that you've been losing mitochondria all your life. You're lucky to have 50% in your 50s and 60s, maybe as low as 10% in your 70s and 80s. And he found if we can restore your mitochondria back to the levels of when you were a kid, the body starts to work the way it's supposed to, the way it used to work, the way it did before life and the environment started tearing your body down. And it uses black seed to increase your energy, but it's cellular energy. It's steady. It's strong. There's no jitters. It's not like a hit of caffeine or sugar where you've got a big high followed by a deep valley crash. Cellular energy is steady. Imagine being able to start and complete a task again without a need to sit and rest. Imagine the disappearance of any brain fog or something strenuous like a long bike ride that has a short recovery time. Cellular energy means you can get off the couch and live life to its fullest. Live it on your terms without a need to rest. And I've only mentioned 2 of the 44 ingredients Dr. Bevan has blended to create Restore. Dr. Bevan will tell you, if you take a handful of vitamins, you're lucky if a third are not a complete waste, overpowered and canceled out by other things in that handful of vitamins. They have to be in the proper proportion to complement each other and not overpower and destroy themselves. But most important, you need XDS to get them through your cell walls and into the walls of your mitochondria, into your mitochondria, through the mitochondrial walls. Mm-hmm. What's that mean? That means you don't just pour a bunch of ingredients in a pot, stir them up, and put them in a bottle. It takes 8 weeks to make a bottle of Restore. To have all of this come together with our unique XDS technology, it is truly a science and has astounding results. Next, our newest product is called Renew Brain and Body. Some of the ingredients Dr. Bevan needs us to have to increase our mitochondria have to be delivered in a dry base. They can't be delivered in a liquid base. So he's created these small capsules that have these additional ingredients. Restore stands on the shoulders of Restore and Rejuvenate. Renew helps with the blood flow in the body, in the legs, in the extremities, helps with the blood flow in the brain, helps with the firing of the synapses in the brain, the disappearance of the brain fog. Truly a must-have product to complete this triad of products that increase your mitochondria. Finally, Dr. Bevan knows some of the most important members of our families, just like in his family, are the pets that we own. Listen, the most viewed videos on the web, on social media, are videos of pets, and they suffer just like we do. If you've got a dog that has become lethargic, lays around, seems hobbled, can hardly get up or down some stairs. You may have a cat that's hacking up fur balls and shedding. Listen, animals are closer to all the bad things in our environment. The chemicals we put on the rugs to clean them, the things we put on the lawn to make it grow. Animals are allergic to many of the same things we are. They suffer. And if you want to quickly bring a dog back to puppy stage or a cat back to kitten stage, then increase their mitochondria with Petlife. So 4 items: Rejuvenate, Restore 3.0, Renew Brain and Body, and Petlife. There is nothing like what these products can do when combined with your DNA. To hear more about all of that, I'm going to turn the call back over to Roger. Roger, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Dale. We're talking about pain, physical, mental, and emotional. You know, pain's a warning. It's kind of like the light that goes on your dashboard when something's wrong with your car, right? And it can be complex. It can be physical, or it could be mental or emotional, or it could be one causing the other, okay? So I had a conversation with Dr. Dan some time ago about that. I want you to listen to how that conversation went, and we're going to ask Dr. Joy to come back at the end. But Dr. Dan has some insight in this I think you'll find valuable. Dr. Dan, this is a multidimensional problem, right? It isn't just physical trauma. It could also be emotional drama, okay? It could start from one end or another. Start talking about the physical side of it, how that mechanism works, you know, bringing in nutritional resources to repair something, also called inflammation, and how that process goes and how you don't want it to be chronic and what the consequences are if they do.
Yes. There's basically 2 sides, broad definitions of pain in the body, acute and chronic. Acute pain lasts 4 to 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, the brain seems to turn off. The problem is still there, but it's not sending down the healing hormones and peptides that are necessary to bring it back together if you've gone longer. So you could injure yourself when you're young and hold on to that trauma in your body for the rest of your life if someone doesn't come along and release that. The body, it may have had a mental trauma, something horrible happened to you, and it will show up in your organs. And it reflects back and forth. And then the tension that's in the organs will make the brain tense and create anxiety. And that anxiety will add to the tension there. So you have a feedback loop. And things like acupuncture, things that Dr. Boswell does, so they use red light therapy, all these to activate these receptor sites that are really like the crystals in the back of your eye, but they're buried under different areas of the body. And that's what acupuncture is going after. And that sends a message for peptides to release that. Well, there's also nutritional supplements that do this. When your body has been under stress for a long time, let's say from a car wreck, loss of a loved one, so many different reasons, been under stress for a long time, it's sort of, you get where you tolerate it, and after a while you start thinking it's normal, but it's not. It causes blood flow to slow down to the important organs of the body. It causes inflammation in the forms of free radicals. And then if you eat an inflammatory diet, which our society normally eats, these seed oils that have been hydrogenated, and, you know, like soy, corn, safflower, sunflower, the canola oil, cottonseed oil, all these oils, and then sugar and starches, all are inflammatory. So that adds to the fire. It's like throwing logs onto the fire. And so you have to be real careful with that. You have to learn how to eat it. Learning how to break the trauma. What Dr. Elliott has done here is a two-pronged thing. The mitochondria, when the body's been under stress, is damaging to the mitochondria. And yet you need the mitochondria to be full of energy to repair the cells, to detoxify it, to do all the mechanisms that the cell needs to do to stay alive and full of energy. But there's a second side to it, and that's the stress side. And what Dr. Elliott did, which I haven't seen any other company do, is he added adaptogens along with increasing the mitochondria. So adaptogens are things like ashwagandha, cordyceps, theanine, and these all calm the adrenals, so you can handle a much greater deal of stress. That's why people say, God, I've been under stress for years, and all of a sudden I woke up after a week or two of taking this, and I feel so good. It's literally like you're carrying around a boulder, and you get used to carrying it around, and then someone removes it, and you go, this is what life is supposed to feel like. It's the way you were started off, and you picked up these traumas and stress, and you held on to them, and then something comes along and breaks that and repairs that, and gives the body the ability to repair itself. That's why the mitochondria is so important. It has to be there at a high level for the cells to really repair themselves, especially at an accelerated rate. And then this added thing of calming the adrenals, which is so important. So then the organs relax, blood flow comes in, and everything starts functioning the way it did. So we're bringing the body back in balance in a number of different ways. And those are the two I wanted to emphasize right now. What's going on? Well, the herbs and the ingredients here calm the adrenals, and on top of that, you increase the energy. So the energy of the brain. The brain doesn't have enough energy; it stresses out even more so. But also the repair function requires energy. So we're two-pronged approach. We're reaching both of those in this new technology that's changing people's lives. So I'll give it back to you, Roger.
And it can have dramatic effects, even if it's been for decades. Once you listen to Johnny Bolton, this goes back to pre-restore, right? A long time ago when we started, we were already seeing this. This is what happened with him in his 41-year-old knee injury.
Rejuvenate Gel out for about 3 weeks, and I had 41 years since I'd broken my femur at the knee playing football as a teenager, and had a lot of complications, growing like a weed. I grew 8 inches in 1 year. Unfortunately, it was the same year that I broke that knee, and had bone spurs and all kinds of things happen. And I've had trouble and I've had pain for 41 years. I got the UltraMito Rejuvenate Gel. I put it on the knee, and it was about 31 minutes later. I was driving, and I wanted to pull over and test it, but I had to get to an appointment. And I was just thinking, you know, it's weird. It just, I'm not noticing any discomfort in the knee. Matter of fact, the left is starting to feel like the right. I couldn't wait to park the car, get out, and sure enough, test it out. It felt normal. I'm not saying it felt like fantastic. It just felt like the other one. It felt normal. And if you've experienced not feeling normal, you know, to go back to that stasis, to that feeling of being okay, you know, it makes you happy. It really does. Well, the last week I've been on a road trip. I've been to Northern California, and like a genius, I forgot my gel. And so I took a week, and I hadn't used it at all. And I'm not going to say that the knee was hurting, because it wasn't, but the absence of pain is not the same as the presence of wellness. It's not illness, it's wellness. And the knee wasn't hurting, but it wasn't feeling great. And so I got back home and got out the gel and put the gel on, and it was within 5 minutes. What can I say is that it started feeling good. And I felt like, you know what, should I walk to 7-Eleven or should I not? And I walked, you know. And of course, they have free coffee on Wednesdays in January if you have the 7-Eleven app, not the publicized app, but anyway. So I did that, and it's just been feeling great, and I put it on, and it's been awesome. So thank you so much for letting me share.
Awesome
Thank
testimonial.
you, John. You know, in addition to things that lasted a long time, let's talk about the situation you're in. You're in the hospital, let's say. I got a call from Dan Wade. He's in the hospital. And we were talking about how his pain was not being addressed and what changed once he got on the Mito. Okay? So it's very interesting to me that this is a credible alternative when whatever you're doing, from whatever source it is, isn't working. So now you're talking to me from the hospital. You've been in a lot of discomfort. Tell me how you've been addressing that, considering all the pain you've been in.
Well, as far as addressing the painkillers and all that stuff, well, actually, I've been off of the painkillers now, which the CNAs and the nurses were a little bit shocked me trying to get.
We're having a few technical difficulties. Bear with us for a second, y'all. I'm not sure what happened. Dial back in just to see. Yeah, there's nothing. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed what you've heard so far in building your mitochondria up. So, you know, everybody has mitochondria. Every person and every animal has mitochondria. So one of the things we're doing is we're teaching you how to build your mitochondria up, because when you build your mitochondria up, your body knows how to fix itself. And we're doing it with natural products. The Brain and Body Bundle, which consists of Renew Brain and Body, which are capsules, Restore Oil, and Rejuvenate Gel. And there is actually a link below, which you can create your free customer website from that link. And once you create your free customer website, then you can actually go in and order your products. That is strange. So if bear with me 1 second, guys. This is very strange.
You've reached the MoreMito conference line. The call will begin in a moment.
The conference is in presentation mode. Your line is muted. This call is being recorded.
Once you restore that energy. And Kristen knows about that. 4 years, he had severe pain from skin issues. Nothing prescribed was helping him. Let's consider the relief he did get.
North Carolina.
My name is Christian. Can you hear me?
Yes,
We hear you
Kristen,
great. Go ahead, Kristen.
I just ordered the MoreMito last week. I got it in. I was on the call Monday, and I have been dealing with skin problems the last 4 years since my father's passing. I have been to multiple hospitals, multiple dermatologists. The only thing they can do is just shoot me up full of drugs, and I just got tired of being a pincushion. I met with a lady named Miss Esmeralda. She's on the line right now. I'm sure she can hear me. But she inspired me to try this product, and I feel a whole lot better. I dealt with so much weeping. My skin would leak. Oh my God! I would stay up 3-4 days at a time until I had no choice but to sleep, and it was just doing nothing for me. So this product here has really did a lot for me. I'm still, my skin's still kind of pinkish, kind of reddish. I just started, but for me to be like a few days in, my skin is not weeping.
That's awesome.
I feel a whole lot better, and each time I take it, I feel more energized because my skin is all over inflamed, and it takes so much energy to keep me going, and I'm constantly tired. So anytime I take this product, I instantly get a boost of energy. That rhodiola does make a big difference.
Well, Kristen, thank you for letting us be a part of your wellness journey. Big time things are happening with you. We really appreciate you sharing that.
Great testimonial from Christian.
So for us, it's not about trying to kill the pain, right? It's just about giving your body those mitochondrial resources that it needs to manage that pain or eliminate that pain, right? That's something your body's already trying to do. It just does it better when it's got mitos. But I'm telling you, if you had an 8-year problem with your lungs, like Brenda Seltzer here in Fort Washington, not far from me, had, you need something like that. So she stopped smoking about 20 years before. I'm going to give you part 2 of an interview I did with her. In part 1, you would have heard her talk about how she quit smoking 20 years ago. 20 years ago. But she has this ache in her lungs. They couldn't find out. Do you have cancer? Do you have a heart? What is it that you have? And nothing worked until you hear what she's about to talk about. Okay, so LaShawn introduced you to Mito. What, Belinda, if anything, has changed since you started using Mito?
OMG, I can't even I can explain because my life is totally different. It's been a month and a week. No, 2 days, not even the next day, a pain of 8 years started to subside. It started to go away. It started to ease. By the 3rd day, my pain was gone. I have no pain in my chest anymore. I feel like I can breathe without my chest hurting. My lungs feel clear. I've been on this cream, the lotion, and the oil and the capsule for a month and a week come this Monday. I've had no pain. The heat pad is on the floor beside my bed. I don't have the heat pad in my bed anymore. Do you know how that could make somebody feel carrying a pain and have to do the routine that I did for 8 years of pain, and now I don't have any pain? I have no pain. I have no pain in my toe. I have no pain going down my legs. I have no inflammation. All of that has gone, literally gone. It's like God just touched me and touched my body, and I'm healed. I feel like God has healed me. This technology that you guys have brought to me and to other people, it's unexplainable. It's a miracle to me because no doctor could help me with my pain. No matter what I did, this kind of medication, that medication, take this, take that. Nobody, and it wouldn't work. Nothing worked. But this technology has worked for me. It's hard for me to even explain. It's nothing but God to me. It's God sent because it's what I prayed for 8 years. And I'm so grateful.
So, Linda, how soon after beginning to use our technology did you notice any difference at all?
3 days.
Okay.
It literally took. The next morning when I woke up, the pain in my toe was gone, literally gone. By the third day, I had no more pain. I could feel the pain going away under my breast, under my left breast. There was no more pain behind my back shoulder blade. By the third day, by that week, by that Saturday, I started that Monday. By Saturday, I drive my truck, and I drove my truck from Fort Washington, Maryland to Baltimore without my glasses. I rubbed the lotion on my eyes, and you know, with diabetes, you have vision problems. I noticed when I got halfway there, it takes me an hour to get to my boutique. I have a boutique, a clothing boutique in Baltimore. And by the time I got 5 minutes in the drive, I said, okay, well, where are my glasses? Everything was brighter. I literally could see. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, you know, and it doesn't take too much for me to believe. You know, proof is in the pudding. I feel better in a week.
So how did this happen? Okay. You heard her talk about brain fog. You heard her talk about her vision change. You talked about her diabetes and whatnot. And part of what you did it here in the other parts was that they found a black line across the bottom of one of her lungs. That was the source of all that pain and discomfort that she was experiencing, apparently. And they said, no problem. We can just cut that off. Let's just cut the bottom of your lung off. Do you think she ended up with a better solution? Okay. This can go both ways. We talked about that in the Dr. Dan interview. Like the physical stuff can end up causing emotional trauma. I had a conversation with Star, Edwin Mann, and with John Hamill. John Hamill literally described himself as being in a black hole of pain and depression. Wonder what happened with that. So, John, please tell me what your health concerns were before you discovered our technology.
Oh, the pain went from a level of 10,000 back to almost 0 as long as I used this stuff. And
He
so
said the level of 10,000.
I a whole lot of it over my left patella, my right patella, my left hip. I walk with 2 hand chains, sort of like Frankenstein's monster. I used to be a guy who dunk a basketball at only 5'11", and who played a lot of sports. A self-reported pain measurement of 10,000, it went to 0.
Okay. John, here's my next question, John. How long did it take to you?
Immediate. Immediate. I'd never seen anything like it. Literally, when I slathered it on my kneecap and on my left hip and on my lumbar spine, where I've got herniated discs in my lumbar spine, I've got a severe lack of cartilage under my left hip.
I'm asking you to tell me what happened, okay?
It gave me a feeling of optimism for my life that I didn't have just a few hours ago, I felt like I wish I was just going to die, laying there on the bed, feeling horrible pain, feeling a lack of hope, feeling like, oh shit, my bank balance is wiped out. I'm embarrassed. I'm going to do something so stupid.
How do you feel now, John?
Oh, I feel on the top of the world, brother, like I just climbed Mount Everest or something.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You changed from having depression?
I went from a hellhole of severe depression yesterday where I was lying in my bed wanting to literally drop dead to the diametric opposite in a span of a short amount of time. For something that was so easy to do, anyone can slather this stuff on their arthritic joints that hurt like hell.
Well, John, I'm here you talk about Rejuvenate. Are you taking Restore as well, or just Rejuvenate?
Both of them, man.
Okay.
Not amusing. I'm putting droppers full of the stuff you put in your mouth under my tongue and letting it sublingually get the Restore. The Restore 3.0. UltraMito Restore 3.0. And yeah,
I do his tongue.
Go ahead, Edward.
This stuff is dynamite.
That's what got him out of depression. He told me earlier. Go ahead. Tell him.
Black hole of depression blown away, and I'm feeling happy, really happy right now.
Okay, and it was just yesterday that you took it for the first time?
Yes.
The reaction was last night.
It was sitting in the box. It was sitting in the unopened box because Edward, but he and I feel like he's like my brother now, man. I can't wait to meet him in person. I'm stoked. He's an awesome dude.
He is awesome, that's for sure.
I felt like the biggest person anyone ever gave me in my life. Really. I'm grateful to you guys.
Thank you for sharing that, John. John's in a really, really tough spot. Now, the reality of this is that your body is producing things that are designed to make you feel better, endorphins or whatnot. You've heard about them. And you can, do exercise and things like that can generate them. But it has the ability to respond to these crises that you find yourself in, extremely high pain and stuff like that, just like you've heard, if you restore your mitochondria. That's what we've learned. That's what you helped us learn by reporting stories like that. Okay? Now, one of the worst pains you can get is when you got a problem with your teeth. We did a call a couple weeks ago. You should go back and check that out. It's in your back office where it says, listen to previous calls. A lot of revelations in that. I want you to hear from Pastor Ross's son, Keon. He had a situation similar to mine, excruciating pain in your tooth, but the insurance hadn't kicked in yet.
So basically, I have a toothache, and my insurance don't get cut on all the way until, let's see, in April, May, until June 1st.
Wow.
So I can't see a dentist all the way until June 1st just to take out my back tooth. And I've been in pain. I'm talking about excruciating pain. I can't get off the bed. I couldn't get off the couch. I just want to sleep it off. My mom called me, Jacinta Ross, and she said, try this. So what I've been doing with the rejuvenating, I will put it on my toothpaste I will put it on my toothbrush, my toothpaste, baking soda, peroxide, and I would get the scrubbing. I didn't realize that I wasn't feeling as much pain before. I didn't realize it for about 2 days straight. I didn't realize it. I figured, you know what? The pain went away. Because, sometimes it comes on and then it goes off. So I'm figuring out the pain went away. It just so happened that normally I would use a rejuvenating. I would use that, and then I would, when I'm finished brushing, I would put the oil in there, and I would leave the oil question is,
You may not need to get it.
did you guys ever thought about coming out with any toothpaste or anything like that? Rejuvenating toothpaste? Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, this shit works. I'm not saying,
Okay.
I'm not saying, I'm not telling people, don't go to the dentist, use the rejuvenating. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, if you need something to relieve the pain until you have to go see your dentist, this stuff here, it works. It truly does.
Okay.
So I want to know when you guys coming out with a toothpaste.
Let me respond to that.
Right.
By all means, we should all around you about that. I just told you all earlier in the call, I had exactly that experience where I needed to go to the dentist. The insurance wasn't coming on until the end of the year, and it was like May. Okay? But it was last May, and I still haven't had that darn filling replaced. That's how effective it's been. Okay? So you can do that. Now, as far as making a toothpaste, we already got a toothpaste. Just stick your darn brush in the jar and
Put your brush in there and brush your teeth.
You're right.
Okay.
Oh, you can put some of the oil on here, brush your
There
teeth.
you go. All right,
Right.
Keon.
Great to have you.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, a lot of
I use it for tooth pain a lot, y'all.
when you regrow your mitochondria, it's
Whenever I have
modulating your
pain.
pain, it's addressing your endocannabinoid system, which has to do with your perception of pain in your extremities, and I'm sorry, the reporting of your pain from your extremities, as well as how your body perceives it in your brain. Stuff we really need to know about. Bottom line, take it, let your body fix it. Okay? That's the bottom line message. But let me recap it for you in case you got on the call later. You just need to hear it again. This is a different way to address health and wellness. It starts with regrowing mitochondria, that aspect of that part of your cell that produces that energy. All of us are lost as we go through. Like you get past those teenage, early adult years, your mitochondria starts to drop off. It drops off faster and faster, more diseases and things you get in the environment and stuff. More stuff happens, right? So Dr. Elliott has found things in nature that can reverse that. They are very strong. He made them really powerful with this XDS technology he's created so we can grow back mitochondria. And we've been chronicling he and I have been working together now for 10 years. All those kinds of things like you've been hearing that happens when you regrow mitochondria. We just present them to you on the call for your information, right? And that's really the way it works. It's the technology, XDS, which is making these ingredients perform the way they do, is in 3 products. We have oil-soluble ones in a product called Restore. Restore is an oil-based product. It's got 2 superfoods at its base, olive oil and black seed oil. Can't buy what we put in it at the grocery store. We sourced them internationally, highest quality we can find literally in the world. Add 44 ingredients to it. Why do you need all 44 of those ingredients you see on that Restore label? Because we are addressing every organ system you have. They have specific needs, like your gut, your kidney, your liver, your brain, your eyes. All of them have different needs, and so we're covering them in that 44 ingredients in addition to regrowing mitochondria with some of those ingredients. Then there's Renew Brain and Body. Needed to do that because all the things we need to restore your mitochondria with are not in one place or in one form. Okay, some are oil-soluble. We put them in Restore. There are water-soluble ones or extracted with a water process, a liquid process, right? We put them in Brain and Body. And the body part of Brain and Body is just the different ways we regrow mitochondria. The brain part are ingredients that are specifically there for your brain. Lots of things there with your brain, but we got to help you out like that. Then there's this really versatile product, a topical gel, Rejuvenate. Devin created it because he said no one had ever created something that would cure sunburn. He wanted to try to do that. And so the way the story goes, he cuts 2 holes where he tested, cut 2 holes in a T-shirt, goes and lays out in the sun, having treated one side with the early version of Rejuvenate and left the other side untreated. The side that he didn't treat, he got a vicious sunburn on it. The side he did treat, no problem. So he knew that it worked. But we found out this stuff doesn't stop with your skin. So you got skin issues like whatever is irritating your skin, bump, mole, scratch, scars, 10 years old, what have you. It also penetrates all the way to the bone. So if you've got issues of discomfort, aching, hurting in your joints or whatever, this is going to be your godsend. And also you can take some Restore. I typically will take a teaspoon or more, put it in that jar, Restore, shake it up, and I'll put it everywhere that concerns me, my foot, my knee, my whatever happens to be a concern to me at the moment. And if you've heard any of these interviews I've done tonight, you know now the results can be absolutely dramatic. Okay, it'll be a process for you. Some of it's going to be really quick, like you said. Some of it's going to take a while, but you keep using it. You keep learning how to use it better. We talk about it on the calls all the time. You'll see what we're talking about. Okay, so that's how that works. We put it together in bundles. That saves you money, and also because we want to encourage you to use all of them. Okay, I sometimes get that question. Well, which one should we use? I got the same answer, all of them, right? To get the full effect of this mitochondrial restoration, that's what you need to do. All right. Okay, so that's how this works. Dale Bonet with the commercial.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, you get these incredible products at MoreMito.com, MoreMito.com, then a /. Type in your username and hit enter. You're going to be at your
Alford,
website now. You know it's your website because your name is at the top of the page. So is your phone number, so is your email, even your WhatsApp if you put that in. And that's where you send people to learn more after you've initially told them what you've experienced or what you've heard or what can happen for them, and they should give it a try. If they go on that site, they can listen to a selection of testimonials. They can read the ingredient list, how XDS works. They can even see the labels of the products. But most important, they can purchase from you. They can't buy from the company. They can only buy from you. But if you really want to help them, have them join you. Listen, there's a join button top right of that screen. We created a one-of-a-kind product line. You know that now from what you've heard on this call. Well, we created a one-of-a-kind company to support it. There's no cost to join MoreMito. We don't charge you to tell other people about our products. There's no monthly fee to be here. There's no auto ship requirement. There's no quantity purchase requirement. Listen, we're here to support you, and we've got an incredible compensation plan. We hope you decide to participate with. You can just be a customer, or you can join as a referring customer, and you're going to love our pay plan. We don't pay once a month or once a week or even once a day. Every time a compensation happens, once you're a verified member with us, once we've checked your email and your text message, made sure you're a real human being, then listen, somebody makes a purchase, your compensation's in your back office to spend right away. If you're a referring customer, then you've got Mito Cash. Use it to buy product. Use it to pay for shipping, send it to other people in the company. It's great for folks outside the U.S. because they're able to make purchases without a need for exchange rates in their currency versus our currency. Big win. But you can also upgrade. Again, no charge for that, just like there's no charge for the websites or anything else. You can upgrade to a paid rep. Now you've got regular cash. You can participate with the ACH from Stripe connectivity, extremely powerful and secure. You can send that money to virtually any bank that exists inside or outside the U.S. You can also send it to PayPal, to your Venmo card. We've got a testimonial from Dan Wade. You heard him tonight talking about his pain. He also has a testimonial of somebody making a purchase. He put it on his Venmo card, and his wife was spending it for him within 10 minutes of that purchase. You've never seen anything like the way we do things. We think common sense is the way to go, and we've got a support staff to help you. Our phone lines are open 6 days a week. It's at the bottom of your website, 519-593-3300. The customer service group is here to answer your questions, to help you understand, to help you bring people in, to help you answer questions about missing commissions that you don't see where they're at or how to use things. If you can't have a good session with your upline mentor, we don't want you to wait. Call us. We'll help you through all that. So think about this. We've done everything we can do. We've created a one-of-a-kind product line. It's not, gee, should I use MoreMito or use this other stuff? There is no other stuff. We're the only thing that increases mitochondria. It doesn't support it, doesn't accentuate it, doesn't tune it up. What good is it to tune up 10% of what you've got? Let's take you back to 90% of that you had as a kid. That's what makes the difference. We've created the kind of product you'd create if you had the brains and PhD and masters that Dr. Bevan does. We've created a company, one of a kind, to support it. All we're here to do is support the product and help you get it out to people. The thing we can't do, only you can talk to the people you know that you run into. You're surrounded by people. You may not even know all the conditions they've got. Here's one of the beauties of our product. One of the things you need to understand, people have multiple improvements, multiple things happen. Well, how can that be? We don't do a thing. You heard Roger say, we don't attack an issue. We increase the mitochondria. That's all we do. But how powerful is it? Because now your body works the way it's supposed to. Multiple things happen. There's a 30-day empty bottle money-back guarantee. For gosh sakes, tell people about it. Make sure they know it's here and that they can get it from you and join you. So, Roger, if I left anything out, let me know. I'm going to turn it back to you.
You did great. We're going to talk about the MoreMito horse in a minute, but there are clearly two opportunities here. The first one is pretty clear. Give this technology a try if you haven't already, and see what your body comes up with. Maybe you've got a specific health concern, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to be as healthy as you can possibly be. Either way, we know that increasing your mitochondria can have a major impact on that. Okay, it can seriously change things around in your life, not just your health. Okay. The other thing is that more people need to hear what you've been hearing tonight, indeed on every one of our health and wellness calls, as we take on the different topics and whatnot. We need to get this technology out. It's literally, as far as we're concerned, a gift from God. Okay. So, if anything we're talking about appeals to you, maybe you want to earn enough so that you can pay for your product, or maybe you've got some other things you want to pay for. You want to help some folks. We've got people who have given away tens of thousands of dollars of what they've earned in MoreMito cash to help other people out. Okay, I've never been in a company where that was the case. All right. Maybe you want to do a lot more. Maybe you want to be cash flow independent. That's when you've got more money coming in that you don't have to work for. That's more than enough to pay for your bills. Pretty cool, huh? We've got people doing that right now. So whatever your ambition with us is, we feel like we've got an amazing vehicle to address that with. The product, the compensation, and this management, this activity management system, our MoreMito Share Info mobile marketing system that we put together for you, make it so much easier to get this mitochondria story told, get it out to folks, and see what kind of feedback you get. It is so much easier. I'll talk about that some more tomorrow on the Zoom call that we're going to do. You'll see the announcements coming out. I'll be joining Maria Novelette and Nick on that call once again. Okay, so check us out then. Okay, so that's
Love the app, y'all.
On Saturday,
download that MoreMito app.
Dr. Boswell brought up the MoreMito horse. That's what we've come to call it. Okay.
That's right.
You know, tell the story about Dr. Boswell briefly, okay, Dale?
I will. Dr. Boswell is one of our original folks. He's a chiropractor, intense, extensive knowledge in a number of areas, one of them being animals. And Dr. Boswell worked with race horses and gave them our Petlife. And he's got, in particular, 3 horses that had never won any money. And after he started working with them and put them on MoreMito, those horses they didn't win the races, but they placed. They won money, $7,000 as proof. As we always say, there's no faking it with animals. You see that it works because it's just amazing. And so he affected these racehorses, and he mentioned, a bit of a humorous way, he said, I can claim a racehorse. You can buy a racehorse at the start of these races. What we ought to do, we ought to buy a racehorse. I'll pool some money together. I'll buy the horse and start really pushing MoreMito for racehorses and animals. And it took off. That idea hit like a rocket on Saturday. And so here we are. I mean, if you would like to sponsor, I don't care if you've got $50 or $300, $500. We're going to buy a horse, a Mito horse is what we named it, and we're going to give it perfectly legal and completely organic Petlife, and watch this horse go from nothing to placing and getting in the money. So there it is. It's an exciting topic. We've got a bunch of people that have already texted us. That phone number at the bottom of your website, you can text that number. And they're texting us saying, hey, I want to be part of the Mito Horse thing. Yes. Count on me for whatever it is, $200, $300, $50, $500, whatever you decide to put in, you're going to be part of the MoreMito horse. And it's going to be pretty darn fun. I spent about half an hour with Dr. Boswell today, Roger. He's already looking at horses at tracks in New York and Florida. He's not looking at California. I mean, it's amazing what he knows about racehorses. I didn't realize.
You have a pet. You want to get them pet
it's amazing
life.
because what we're going to do is definitely use it like NASCAR. You know, all those NASCAR people have all their emblems and whatnot on the rest. So we're going to have more Mito horse like that. So we got hundreds of dollars coming in on the phone. You got more people who are calling and whatnot. So, Bud, keep them coming. We're gonna do this horse thing. Okay, we're gonna get a more Mito horse.
Roger, you made an important statement. You said that we're going to match. Corporate's going to match whatever comes in. So whatever you contribute, we're matching it. And we're going to, listen, I used to do hydroplanes with Procter & Gamble, if you're familiar at all with unlimited hydroplanes. We're going to brand this horse. We're going to brand the jockey. It's going to be astounding. It's going to be like a NASCAR.
Yep, and we're going to acknowledge everyone who makes a contribution toward that horse. So if you can give whatever you can give, it'll be a great thing. All right. So I'm looking at Johnny Cruz. Johnny Cruz, you do star 5 if you're in here somewhere. I want to put some icing on this pain-related cake because I know we got some real special stories that I want to get out here.
You got Johnny
Marvin and Reggie Lashley. Let me see your hand too. Good folks. You got Johnny up here. Okay, so the reason I'm calling out Johnny is remarkable. Met him through Reggie down in Atlanta. You had a near-fatal car accident, Johnny, and you experienced some excruciating issues. I mean, you shouldn't have lived. Okay, looking at the car, when he does the Zoom call, he has his wrecked car up there instead of his face. Like, you shouldn't have survived that. That's what you get from looking at that car, right? So, just briefly, if we would, Johnny, help people understand the impact of this technology on your recovery and all your issues, including your pain, okay?
Yes, good evening, my Mito family. Yes, I was 6 months prior to getting on MoreMito, before I was introduced to MoreMito, I was in a near-fatal car accident on my way to a Juneteenth festival. And after the accident, for 6 months, I was in so much pain, especially on my chest. Every time I move, walk, everything, even when I sleep, if I roll over in the bed, the pain was so excruciating that it'll wake me up. And I had to deal with that. I tried the medication they gave me, over-the-counter, remedies, everything, anything to try to get rid of that pain. Medication, all it did was put me to sleep. Every time I woke up, I moved, it would wake me back up again. So I had to deal with that for over 6 months. And when I was introduced to MoreMito, and when I got it like 3 days after, the very first thing, I took the Restore earlier that day, and then before I got home, before I got to bed, I took a shower, then I got the Rejuvenate, and I rubbed it everywhere that I was in pain. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling y'all, the pain was so excruciating. But the very next day, after being in so much pain for 6 months, couldn't get rid of it. In less than 24 hours, all my pain went away. It's been over 2 years. The pain has never showed itself again. So I will never be without MoreMito. After what it has done for me and many people on my team, there's no way. Increasing the mitochondria in your cells, it's amazing what it does for pain, different ailments, mental fog, everything like that. So I'm just telling everyone, you get that chance to share this technology with everyone, because increasing the mitochondria in your cells, all ailments, pain, everything goes away as long as the mitochondria is increasing your system.
All right, thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that. And you introduced us to the Laxleys. I'm going to bring the Laxleys next. Marvin and Reggie, you all with me? Got to unmute.
Hello, everyone. My name is Reginald Lashley, and I started using MoreMito about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and the product is nothing but amazing. It actually saved my life. My A1C, I'm diabetic, and my A1C was 14. And if you know anything about diabetes, you know that's extremely, extremely dangerous. I started taking it one weekend. We went to Georgia, and my energy levels were really low. Started taking it that morning, and that was the first day we took it. I took it, and then I had to drive back to Maryland, and my wife was like, I got it. I was like, no, I got it. I feel good today. And I jumped in the car, drove all the way back to Virginia, stopped in and saw my mom. It was 6 hours away, nonstop, still pumped up, plenty of energy. And that I didn't even know what had happened. Came home, listened to the Zoom call, and found out that it would give you a lot of energy, which is what it did for me. And from that day on, I was hooked. The product brought my A1C down from 14 down to 6.5, and it helped correct a lot of other things as well, my blood pressure and my cholesterol and things of that nature. And I was feeling great. My eyesight, oh yeah, I forgot about my eyesight. My eyesight was compromised due to the diabetes complications. I couldn't see for 3 weeks. Started receiving injections in my eyes, but the color didn't come back in my eyes. I was seeing black and white. It didn't come back until I was listening to the Zoom call again, and was told to mix the two together, mix the cream and the liquid together, rub that over my eyes. Started doing that, and after 2-3 weeks, the color came back, and I had almost perfect vision. So the product works. It's as advertised or better. And I encourage anyone out there listening to join in, become a team member, and get the product. And it just has so many benefits. I recently was in the hospital for 8 days. And the doctor said to me, he said, you're standing here, I don't know how, with the number of issues that you have, and you look like a picture of health. And I was like, I told my wife, I was like, that's amazing. I felt good. It was just a setback that I had. My blood pressure was really high, and got that corrected, and everything's been fine since then. So it's amazing technology, and I'm grateful I'm a part of it. Thank you.
All right, thank you for sharing that, Reginald. Really appreciate it. Okay.
Hi, my name is Marvette. I wanted to share my testimony. I started using the product because of my husband started using it. I had 2 herniated discs in my back. I'm telling you, like Johnny said, when you roll over in the bed, that muscle balls up like a tight fist, and it's excruciating pain. feel, if you had a baby before, that's what it feels like, labor pain.
Oh my God.
It's so, I mean, it hurts so bad that you can't even really describe the feeling. So the doctor told me that I was going to have to start doing the physical therapy. And then once I did the physical therapy, I would have to get the cortisone shots. And then after the cortisone shots, I would have to have the operation. Well, I'm standing here with no cane, no wheelchair, no walker. I was on all three. Telling you, I'm not that anymore. Only thing I'm on is MoreMito. And it's a wonderful feeling to not to have to depend on someone else to push you around in a wheelchair or to help you get to your walker. I mean, it's just amazing what this product does. You put it, you brush your teeth with it from head to toe. I brush my teeth with it. The dentist, I go back to the dentist. The dentist, like, I wish everybody would come in with teeth like yours. What are you doing? But it's not up to me to tell the doctor what I'm doing. It's up to him to tell me what I'm doing because he's the doctor. I can't do his job in mine, too. But this product is amazing. I can read my phone without my readers. I have so much energy. I mean, I feel like I'm 16, guys. And I would not be on this call telling nobody anything if it wasn't working. It is really, really working. I'm really happy about this product. I prayed for health, wealth, and wisdom. With MoreMito, you get all three. Thank you, Roger. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Marvette and Reggie.
Yes,
Okay.
Is that not awesome?
All right.
Wow.
Do I have Dr. Joy?
we do have Dr. Joy. Let me bring up
Dr.
Joy.
Yeah, bring me joy.
Okay, I've unmuted.
Okay.
There you go. Dr. Joy, I've unmuted you.
So, Dr. Joy, I know you got, some jewels for us. So give us what you've heard the stuff and everything. Kind of put some icing on that cake for us, please.
Okay. Well, I know Roger said, tell us some things to eat and not eat. I'm so excited about that so we can stay out of trouble and help many more people. So I thought, what can we do? What foods actually that causes pain to go away, what we can eat, and what are the foods that we shouldn't eat? So I gathered a few, and here they are. And these are some that I've had experience with in my practice. So asparagus is the top of the list. So when you eat steamed asparagus, even out of the can, it quickly changes your pH from acid to alkaline. And acid means you have more pain. Alkaline means you have less pain. So with this asparagus, it quickly changes your body's pH to healing itself. Then there are almonds. They're almonds, so eaten raw, almonds soak 12 hours in distilled water. Almonds make the best plant milk. It has lots of protein, just like regular milk. It has a sweet taste naturally, high-quality protein, high digestible calcium. You know, calcium is for the nerves. And so you can just make almond milk, take a half a cup of almonds, soak them overnight in distilled water, and in the morning pour that water off, throw a whole quart of water in with that half cup, throw them in the blender. You've got almond milk. And so, yeah, you could sweeten it with a little honey. Watermelons. Use the skin, seeds, the red meat, all in the blender, the whole watermelon, seeds and all. And you just blend it. And it's the best drink to eliminate stress that can cause the pain. So grapes is another one. It's so easy to get, okay? Teas. We got a couple of teas. Chamomile tea. It's especially good for joint aches, for anger, okay? Emotional upset, and for screaming out. And so that's the chamomile tea and the basil. Basil is my favorite, and you can almost watch it calm you down. Fresh or dried basil leaves. Okay, what not to eat? Sugar. White processed sugar. Simple carbs like bread, potato chips, pasta, pastries with fruit preserves on it, soft drinks, regular table salt, energy drinks, coffee, whipped
Energy
creamer,
drinks,
and
y'all.
sugar. So you can drink the coffee, but just with some honey to top it all off. Now, we're going to say take you 2 or 3 servings a day of what? MoreMito 3.0 XDS technology, the restore, the rejuvenate brain and body. This technology, it increases your mitochondria. So your stress is down, your pain is down, mitochondria is up. So come back in the near future and let us know what it has done for you. We've heard these wonderful stories already. Thank you. Back to you, Roger.
Some nutritional tips as we work our way to, how about Beef Studebaker, Dale?
All right. B. Stukenbroker, I've unmuted you from Charleston, South Carolina. Go ahead with your question. B, your number ends in 8929. You need to hit your unmute button. We can't hear you.
All right.
Roger, we'll have to
come
come
back
back.
around. Let's get that unknown caller from Burlington, Mass.
Great. Unknown caller, I've unmuted you. A web caller, give us your name and ask your question. Web caller from Burlington. Are you there? Let's come back to them too. Boy, we're burning through these questions today, Roger.
Yeah, we are. Let's go to Roosevelt, Visions Hydro C. Roosevelt.
All right, Roosevelt.
Alabama.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Ask you.
I'm gonna make it brief. Y'all product is the bomb. It's the real deal. When I first told Reggie, I said, Reggie, man, I put the liquid in my eyes. I said, man, no, don't do that. But to me, I started finding my vision get more clear. And I didn't know at the time, but I just put the liquid in my eye, both my eyes, like Visine. It burned a little bit. The next thing I know, it cooled off, and my vision started getting more clear, more colorful. This product, man, is a blessing. God gave y'all the idea. It's the real deal. I don't care what people say. You do this, you do that. Nobody cannot beat it. Not Amazon, not nobody. Whatever God told you to put in that product, you follow. You being obedient. You follow the directions. I noticed that you have saved a lot of people's lives on using this. Probably even for me, because I even took the liquid and cream, rub it on my head, my body. It stopped dandruff. I even put it around my teeth, and I put it on my wrist. It gave me more energy than anything. I mean, a lot of energy. So, however God told y'all to put the product, it's fantastic and awesome. And the question I want to know is, for how long, when you use the product, does it take a period of time? Like, does it take like 6 months to really get a total result, or does it take like like 3 months?
So it's gonna. Let me respond. It's gonna vary from person to person. And also from thing to thing, right? Because it's not what we're doing; it's what your body's doing with it, right? So some things are gonna be immediate. Some things will take later. You may be a year or two from now still getting benefits from it that you didn't anticipate. So yeah, roll with it.
Okay. One more other question. I would like you or Dale to get in touch with me first thing in the morning. I would love how to contribute it for the MoreMito horse.
All right. Okay, Dale.
You got it.
You got it.
I got you, Roosevelt. I got him.
Yeah.
Call
you
this
give
morning.
me a call. You supposed to give me a call last time, but I'll pick for your call for tomorrow afternoon whenever you get a chance.
Okay.
You've got it.
Dale got it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Roosevelt. All right. Right next to him, Al and Randy Powell, California.
All right. I've unmuted you two. Go ahead with your question.
Hello.
Hi, Randy.
Hello.
Hi, this is Ronnie here. That's right, from Irvine, California. Thank you for taking my call. A couple of questions. Number one is that I have a friend who's in the family way. She's about 5 months along, and she also gets lots of migraines. because she's in a family way, is she allowed to use the products, all of them, or certain ones only, in regards to the migraine headaches that she also gets while she's...
No, we have yes to all. We have everyone using it. It's great, because think about it, it's a high-tech salad dressing. It's great food.
Yes.
Okay? So there's no reason not to use it if you're having a child. Okay? That's the first part. The migraine headaches. I played an interview on Saturday, I think I did, with someone who had migraine headaches. We get amazing benefits from people with migraines for whatever reason. Your bodies are able to fix that too.
Yes. And the product to use will be for migraine headaches, all of it.
All of them.
Rejuvenate, starting from...
It's always going to be all of it. Okay?
Yes.
That's the only answer I got. Okay?
Now,
because we don't know. Right? We're orchestrating this in a way
Make
that
sure you
we're
rub some of this like on your
maximizing
temples.
your mitochondrial energy, and your body's going to use that. So the more mitochondrial energy you have, the better, right?
I had migraines.
So, and different people respond to different things. So let's do it all.
Right. Yes. And next question along the same lines, the gentleman before myself spoke about putting the Restore, the liquid superfood, so to speak, into his eye. I always thought it was only the Rejuvenate you could put around the eyelid, underneath the eye, where we have eye bags, lids. But I never really, we could put the liquid as well into the eye.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, there's different levels. The first level is take that mixture, Restore, Rejuvenate, put it on your eyelids. I do that several times a day. The other thing is you can actually take the dropper and the key to getting that right is to face the ceiling or something so you get a good target. You don't want to get tangled up in your eyelashes or your eyebrow, any of that, right? Drop it right in your eye. You'll also find it to be a lot more comfortable if you do that with Petlife instead of Restore. I mean, there are people who use Restore, right? But they're tougher than I am because it's really quite strong. But you'll find that Petlife is milder, and you'll get good benefits from that because you're putting it right on that eye, and it'll go right in.
Right. Because the Restore has the citrus kind of...
Exactly. And it's like squirting orange juice in your eye.
Yes. Right.
Till you close
it. Use the cream, right? By itself, the white cream versus adding the color orange through the minerals from the Restore.
Yeah, but if you mix the Restore and the Rejuvenate, it dilutes it enough that, you can do that. I put it right on my eyeballs that way. And I've done all of it. I put it on my eyeballs, just Restore. I put the drops in my eye, done it all. What I do most frequently, because it's totally comfortable, is put it on the closed eyelids. We know it gets all the way in your brain because we've had autistic children where their parents or grandparents just put it all around their face, back of their neck, and the next day, the child who had never spoken was talking. So it gets in your brain.
Right. And how often can we put that Restore or the cream into the eye?
Often as you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So the doctors are giving us prescription regards to drops and things like that. We can slowly wean ourselves off of it and try using this instead.
Many people have.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All righty. Great having you on. Okay. How about Mark Mays in Texas, the caller ID says.
All right, Mark, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah, this is Mike Mays in Texas. When's the best time to take the brain and body? Right before I go to bed or anytime?
You can take it anytime. Now, the thing is that I will tend to want to take my Restore early in the evening because it's better for my sleep. Some people can take Restore right before they go to bed, sleep like a baby. I'm not one of them, so I want to move that up for between 4 and 6 is the last time I typically will take it. I can take it later if I want to, but I tend to take it earlier. Brain and body, you can take that anytime. I would suggest you split it up, take some early, take some late, just so you get more of a time release effect. But I had no problem with that in terms of, getting more energy and it caused me a sleep issue. So take it the time that works good for you.
I take several meds right before I go to bed, and I was told that taking meds and your supplements together, that it ruins your
No,
supplements.
I would take it away from the meds. That's another factor. I would take it away from the meds. So if you're going to take those meds right before you go to bed, take your brain and body earlier.
Okay.
There's no need to jam them up with medication.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What about those H spots, brown spots on my forehead that they hadn't gone away yet?
How fast you want them to go away?
Yesterday.
Okay. Today you used a
bundles.
lot more than you were using yesterday. Okay.
Yes.
4, 5, 6 times a day is not too many.
Yes.
Just put it on. I mean, the 8 spots you have in your skin aren't just on your skin. They're all through your body, subdermally. So your restore and your restore and brain and body working from the inside while you got that rejuvenate working from the outside in. Yeah, just do more of it more
It's
frequently.
working from the inside out.
And give it time. How long have you been on Mito altogether?
It's working from the outside in.
Back in October.
Okay. So just increase the frequency of doing
4 months.
Are you mixing the restore and rejuvenate together?
Yeah, I take, I've got one of my empty bottles of Rejuvenate, and I'll take about a tablespoon of that and put it in that empty jar, and then put a dropper full of Restore in there with it, stir it up, and put it on my feet and my knees and my face. And
Okay. So just put it on those age spots more frequently, right? And worst case scenario, increase the amount of everything you're taking. If it'll just accelerate the process. This is where your body is working on it, it's just not through yet. Okay?
yeah, I'm going through some testing right now to see if I've got Parkinson's. They're pretty sure I do.
Okay.
And I asked the girl what causes Parkinson's, and she said, "Well, we don't know." But they give me this medication, and it makes you dizzy because it lowers your blood pressure. You're taking blood pressure medication, and then you're taking this stuff, and it lowers your blood pressure enough to where you get dizzy.
Yeah. You gotta be careful with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, stay in touch with us. I say take it away from your medication, and you may want to take more of it. Certainly use that Rejuvenate, Restore, mix it more frequently. All right?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Great having you on, Mark. Okay, so how about that wireless caller from Vancouver, Washington, the caller ID says?
I got him right here. Wireless caller from Vancouver. I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
No,
Give us your name and ask your question.
5206.
Okay, is that me? Okay, I wanted to say that years ago when this product first came out, I didn't have an immune system because I'd been on antibiotics for like 3 years straight. And so I had an autoimmune situation where I felt weak all the time. My joints were always feeling weak and my muscles. And I started taking just a bare tip because I needed it to last a long time because I couldn't afford to rebuy it. I was just taking the bare tip of the eyedropper, and it gave me back my immune system. And then I got on the what you used to call ultimate mind and ultimate performance, which was the brain and body separate years ago. And I paid for that every month for, I don't know how long, a year or two. Anyhow, I was on that every month until you guys quit making it, I guess, because when I came here, I tried to get back on it, and you didn't have it anymore. And then you finally came and brought it back as Renew Brain and Body, and you combined the two.
Yeah.
And I like that idea because it also lasts 30 days. Anyhow, I just wanted to say I had the attitude when I first got here because unfortunately, I'm stuck on a fixed income now, and I thought I could not afford the product. And so, not this year, but I think it was not this last year. I forget which year it was. It's the year before I started going in where we buy it automatically every month. It was September, October, November, and December. My husband, I was asking him if I could buy it before I bought it because we are on such a tight budget. And he said no 4 months in a row, and I almost lost him. I mean, he got really sick. And so I said, never again, because when I prayed about it, the Lord said, you've got a product that'll heal him, and you won't take it. You're buying everything else but. So I put it on auto ship after that, and he has never got seriously ill again. I mean, he had a shingles outbreak, but that was from a shot he took before I ever met him. And the shingles lasted like 3 weeks. He kept calling it shingles. I said, I don't think this is shingles. There's no blisters attached to it. I said, I think it's something else. So he went to a dermatologist, and she said he had past tense shingles. And they did a biopsy and found out what he had was eczema. And we were trying everything we could to deal with the eczema. What we really need to do is double up on the product, but we can't afford to do that. So I'm just having to, I'm back to taking just one eyedropper full, or just the tip of the eyedropper, to make sure he gets enough every day so he stays healthy. Right. It says it's a weakened immune system response. So if I can strengthen his immune system, I can finally say it cured him. But until that happens, until he's not having any more problems.
Right. That's how it works. So thank you for sharing that. Tell us your name again, so we got wireless caller in the caller ID on our end.
It's Deborah Record, and my phone number has been changed because my phone got
stolen. Mother.
Yeah, so my phone got stolen Friday, October 17th last year. By some white lady. She wouldn't give me my phone back, and I couldn't accuse her without knowing for sure she was holding my phone. So I asked the lady next to me standing in line if I could use her phone to call my phone, and it stated a lie that I never set up my voicemail when I had, so I knew she was trying to hack it. Okay. So I immediately left the mall, and I went out to the car and told them to shut it off. So anyhow, I had to get a new phone and new phone number.
So we got you now. We got you updated in here, Deborah. I was wondering if that was you. So, hey, thank you for sharing that. Glad to hear things are going okay. But definitely use that mobile marketing thing. Let's refer some folks. You know, that's what it's for. Let's get some more MoreMito cash in there to help you afford it more. Okay?
Okay, you use the what?
The
MoreMito marketing is in your back office, and you've got a mobile app you can put on your phone and tell that mitochondria story, send it out to people. It's awesome.
Works great.
I can put it on my phone?
Yeah, okay. I'll be talking about that tomorrow night on that Zoom call. You'll get the information about. Okay.
I don't have any way to get on the Zoom call.
Okay. So long as you back office, though, Dale, where is that training stuff you put up? You put that under resources?
Yep. It's under resources. Go in, you'll find it. You can download it right onto your phone, Deborah. In fact, I can give you a call tomorrow and walk you through it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That's great. I'll leave my phone on then.
All right. Thank you, Deborah.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Great to hear from you, too, down there in Vancouver, right above Portland.
Yep.
All right. Take care.
Okay. So let's see about Jeannie Lloyd in New Jersey.
All right, Jeannie, I've unmuted you, or Jean. Go ahead with your question.
Yes. Absolutely. It's really quick. I'm out of the hospital, praise the Lord. So now I need to get my body, because I felt like it was dehydrating really bad today. So what type of water do you recommend? And then number two, I understand that you can increase the pH level in your water by just adding fruits and vegetables.
So the kind of water I recommend is clean water. Okay, let me start with that. Okay. Now, if you eat fruits and vegetables, that's what Dr. Joy was talking about, Dr. Dan was talking about, and that's what I do. Okay, it will tend to make you more alkaline. What will also help you is few of these carbohydrates, crackers, cookies, potato chips. If you're trying to get well, let that go. Focus. I build every meal around vegetables, and I eat the vegetables first. Okay. Then you want to have healthy fats. Love avocados. Put that in. There's other healthy fats you can research and get also. And then the healthy fats, avocados, and just all the good antioxidant stuff. I love hibiscus tea. That's my beverage now. Okay, hibiscus tea. Make it every day. Get up in the morning, go to the kitchen, make my hibiscus tea. 3 cups of it through the day. So what you're doing is just shifting your diet away from the traditional things that advertising tells us to buy. All commercials coming at you all the time, like all these people are happy. You got to eat all that stuff that's not going to keep you well. And I do this. I go in December, get my physical stuff done, blood tests, all of that. The scale stops at 7.5. My pH was 8. It's extremely alkaline, so we're doing good there.
So also, with the green tea, I understand that has the resveratrol in there. So I've been trying to drink green tea as well.
It doesn't necessarily have resveratrol in it. It's got some other things that are really, really good. So also a great detoxifier and all of that. So good stuff, okay? Good beverage as well.
Does any of the products contain resveratrol for the heart?
Resveratrol is an amino. It's something unto itself, and then you can have blends. But I'm not. Why are you asking about it? We have it in the product. Take some more Restore.
That's nice. I just asked if it was in the product.
It's in the Restore.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. Yeah, it's definitely in the product. Check out the list. It's there.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Great questions.
Okay. All righty. So we got the unknown caller in Burlington, Mass. Coming out on the internet.
I've got him right here. Unknown caller, web caller. I can't see anything. I've unmuted you, though. Give us your name and ask your question. Who's with us? I hear you breathing, but I don't hear you talking.
Me from California.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. I am really here again. I woke up an hour ago, and I also say hello to Mama Shirley in Texas. Thank blessed for her. She's amazing. Yeah. Anyhow, I have checked my blood pressure yesterday, and I'm the lowest ever, 117.66. I never had that before. Where do I go from here? Goodness me.
Go be at.
And also,
shout out to Shirley Casavan for introducing you.
I had a toothache to the gentleman earlier on, and I put it on my neck, the Rejuvenate on my neck, and all the toothache went. That's a couple of weeks ago, and I never had any need to see a dentist either. Isn't that amazing? So I'm really pleased. So where do I go from here with my blood pressure? I'm really so low. I've never been like this before. So
yeah. So Bia, what time is it in the UK right now?
Here it's now 20 to 4.
In the morning?
Yes, wow. I'm so full of energy. I woke up, about an hour and 50 minutes ago.
He's got energy from his product.
I went early to be on here tonight, and it's amazing. So I have energy.
Dedication.
Yes.
Awesome, Bia. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Almost 4 in the morning.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. I will be talking some
more.
Okay,
locally
I'm really
won't even take the time to get on, and he's excited.
So incredible. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Bia.
Okay. Talk to Bia. Put your WhatsApp number in. Okay? We deal with a lot of people internationally. If you put your WhatsApp number, they can also call us with WhatsApp also right there.
That is correct.
All right. I'm going to have wireless call in Fort Washington. Number is 1746.
All right, wireless caller. I've unmuted you. Give us your name and ask your question.
My name is Linda, and I'm calling from Maryland. Excuse me. I have a question. I was listening to Dr. Joy, and she was talking about how to make the almond milk. And she said to soak the almonds in distilled water overnight, and to pour that off, and then what type of water did she say put in for the next morning to mix it up?
I suspect it's distilled water, but can you open her up again? Is she still there?
I am looking for her.
Star 5, Dr. Joy B.
I've got her. I got her. Dr. Joy, did you hear the question?
Yes, I'm right here. You could use distilled water would be. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So distilled water would be a great choice, or the Crystal Geyser, like a spring water. Crystal Geyser make a great spring water, or distilled water. perfect. And you could add a couple of dates or a little bit of unpasteurized honey to it as well. Thank you.
Okay, I use, so you pour off the water that is soaked in, you don't use that, right?
Right, absolutely not, because it has digestive inhibitors in it. So it's you know how beans or nuts they tend to form gas in your stomach. So all of that is in that water. So you want to get rid of that water.
Oh, okay. And so and how much water do you pour in to make the
a quart, a good half a cup? Yeah, like a half a cup of nuts will easily make a whole quart of milk, good milk. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right. Okay, now the other question I had was the watermelon. You said to do the whole entire watermelon, skin, seeds, rind, meat, and all.
The whole thing.
Okay, so do you drain it, or do you just eat everything?
Well, what you're going to do, put it in the blender. You might add a couple of tablespoons of water to get it started, and you're just going to blend it 2 or 3 minutes, even so you can just grind the seeds down. You don't even notice. Drink it all. It helps you build nitric oxide and definitely help you to grow your mitochondria. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, those are my questions.
Awesome.
So
great.
Thank you very much.
You can listen to this call again and listen to this part of this call again and get a better detail. Dr. Joy, thank you so much. My grandfather had a dairy farm, and I can't tell you how much time I spent with the microscope looking for the udders on an almond. And now I know how to do it. So it's going to help me a lot.
That is fun.
It gave me 5 hours of my life. Back to you, Roger.
All right, thank you, Linda. All righty. We got Raul, R-O-E-L, calling us from somewhere in the U.S. on the internet.
Yes, we do. Roel, I've unmuted you, and I apologize if I mispronounced. Tell us how to pronounce your name.
This is Roel, R-O-E-L.
Great.
I'm calling from Denver,
Go ahead with
Colorado.
your question.
Yeah,
Colorado.
I'm Filipino, and I'm trying to introduce MoreMito in the Philippines. But the thing is, the Philippines is not listed on the country list.
We can put it back on.
I can help you with that. Yeah, we had an instance where we had a group of fraudsters in France using the Philippines, so we had to briefly remove them. I can tell you, though, I just shipped a package today to the Philippines. So we're back in business with you. I'll give you a call. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but I think Kamusta Pocayo.
Got it, Mom. You got it, Dale. You got it.
All right. I used to have a
Okay,
big
so
group
he's
from the
calling in on the internet. You don't have his phone number. You can get to him otherwise.
Yeah. You got to get me your phone number. Can you text your number to the corporate line? It's on the bottom of the webpage. Text me a way to reach you, and I will call you tomorrow.
Yes. So thank you, Roger.
All right, thank you.
I'm under Rani and Al.
Awesome.
Oh, perfect. They are on.
Okay.
All right.
Jeannie Lloyd in New Jersey.
Jeannie, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Oh, I don't have my questions were answered.
Okay, I thought so. I just have you taking your hand down. That's on me, Roger. Thank you, Jeannie.
All right.
Okay, who else?
So there we go. We got, let's go with Dan Coates. Dan Coates.
Dan, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Roger, Dale, good evening to you.
Hello,
Dan. Boy, what a call, man. You guys are knocking it out. You know, in Major League Baseball, only a few people hit 4 home runs in one game. Well, I'm getting a 5 and 6 home run game every call. And a Super Bowl victory every call. That's for you, Dale. So I'll start off with I for Joy. I for Joy. I'll share something with you later on that. And the horse, Mighty Mito. So 50 years.
That was pretty good.
50 years in the construction industry. 50 years in the construction industry. I'm 77, over 50 years. It gave me hearing loss from using power tools and never protecting my hearing. I breathed wood, dust, concrete, plaster, drywall. You name it, I breathed it or touched it. And the pain in my knees, I've been on the product for about 3.5 months. And the pain in my knees, it was every step. And I became very, I didn't like to walk. And I like to do chores. And it was uncomfortable to do them. Okay, on the 21st day, because this was a perfect topic for me tonight. On the 21st day of being on MoreMito, I noticed my knees, the pain level. You know, it's all of a sudden you go, oh, it could have been a little before that, but my pain level was down probably to 1 or 0. Now, sometimes when I'm laying in bed, you know, it isn't like it's gone completely, but when I get up and start moving, the pain is pushed away. And I listened to Dr. Elliott talk about the product ingredients at one time, and it was like incredible to hear how it's been formulated. You know, I just want to say I'm using the MoreMito. I'm using our toothpaste, the eye drops, and the ear drops. And I went to the dentist recently, and they said, "Oh, you have infection in your gums. You need the special cleaning." I said, "Well, I came to get a cleaning. That's fine." She said, "Well, this will be $400." I said, "No, thanks right now." And I went back and I called the company, my insurance company, and they said, "Oh, no, they shouldn't be charging you that." So thank you, MoreMito, because being on the calls, I can question people who tell me to do certain things, and I'm not being. That's really cool. I thought I might have a slight cold a couple of days ago. And then all of a sudden it's like, I'm detoxing. Well, you go breathe construction and all this stuff, the dust and the toxins for 50 plus years. So what I did yesterday, I just stopped the MoreMito. And today I feel good. I feel great. So that was another. I'm learning from this, you know, and I have some stuff that's come out on my leg. I have some like dry spots. Well, I rubbed it tonight, and I have fluid that's leaving, but it's not bad. But it's like I started thinking about detoxing. It's like, what happens when your body detoxes? It evacuates.
Yeah, so, of course.
So just wanted to one last thing.
You're having that Mito experience that we hope everyone has, where your body is dispelling those toxins and making you healthier. So congratulations on your journey so far, Dan.
Thank you so much, Roger. And what a call tonight. And one last thing. I met a gentleman who got pain all on his body. And I finally reached out to him today, and I sent him something. And tomorrow I get to talk with him. But when I met him, you know, he was in a wheelchair, and I said, "What's going on with you?" And he said, "I have pain everywhere." And I just opened the door for me to say, you know, I had pain in my knees, and in 21 days, it's almost completely gone. So thanks so much again. I'm so, you know, these are precious calls, and the team, the people who come and share. Thank you all so much. That means so much to me. And I love laughing with you all, too.
Well, thank you, Dan.
We love having you here with us.
Thank you, Roger.
Okay. All righty. Because Dan rarely misses a call. Great to see him on. Okay. Esmeralda in Florida.
All right, Esmeralda, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
Hi there. Good evening, my MoreMito family. Hi, guys. All right, so little bad news. Raymond did pass because of the storm, you know, the shipping, the delay. Didn't get to him pretty much on time. But, you know, his family now knows the truth, and it's heartbreaking because he was only 64. He had kidney failure, liver failure. And, well, we're just going to pray for the family at this point. We're still trying to keep Patty alive. Hope for Patty. Anyone that can contribute anything, I would greatly appreciate it. And I just wanted to say that we just need to continue to share with everyone because everyone needs this. The toxicity is real. Everything that's happening. Remember, we're a parasite cleanse. We're a heavy metal cleanse. COVID and the shots and all that, and the transmitting and the shedding that people aren't aware. I absolutely love the mobile app. I can't thank you enough. Please, everyone, start using your More Mitochondria story. It's incredible. And there's several. I just realized just like a week or so ago, all the other interviews of you, Roger, and Bevan. I can't really thank you enough. So basically, God's creation is designed to self-heal. We're just giving it what it needs. We're giving it more mitochondria. That's it. That's all we're doing. And the body's taking care of everything. It's smart and knows what it's doing and encapsulates, you know, just everything. Just trust in the Lord. Trust that he connects with purpose. His timing is what it is, even though we don't always understand why some people have to die, no matter how young they are. And just share with everyone and just, you know, try to help your team as much as possible. I have several people that I'm trying to help myself, but, you know, it's only one person. So, but thank you. It's truly a gift from God. And Roger, if you could just elaborate a little bit on seizures. I have someone on the call. I'm not sure she's on, but I'll send her the recording. They have seizures. I know they took a COVID shot, maybe too. I'm not sure. And I know that they want to have children. And then I have someone else with grandson with autism. And I can share this call with them as well.
I'll address both of those, and you're aware of that. Okay, thank you. I'll put you back in our answer. So we don't do the conditions, right? We just do mitochondria, and we let people report to us what happened after they used it, right? Well, one of the reports we get is on seizures. We got an amazing interview I did with a young lady who had seizures multiple times a day, or was having them, right? And within a very short, maybe it was the same day, seizures were like gone, you know, few and far between.
Wow.
You know, and when you're living your life around seizures, it's not the kind of fun that the rest of us have. But fortunately, you know, we have evidence that bodies respond to this mitochondrial approach that way. Okay, and you know, all the neurological, every single neurological condition that so far someone has reported, the regrowing mitochondrial approach has had some impact on. So absolutely give us a try. Okay, Yvonne Moore in New Jersey.
Yes. Yvonne, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
Thank you for taking my call, and thank you for all the wonderful information and the service that you provide to our communities. I just really wanted to know the lady's name that just spoke, and how can I connect with her?
You're talking about Esmeralda?
Dr. Joy.
Yes,
Esmeralda.
She asked you about the stroke. Yeah. How can I connect with her?
Okay. Dale can put you in touch with her. We got your number.
I will send you her phone number.
Okay. She's open. We do that because we know she's open to hearing from anybody. Okay. So.
Yes. And continue doing such great work. I appreciate it.
All righty. Take care.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. How about Elton Bryce in Delaware?
Yes, Alton, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
So, I'm still waiting for you to get to me for the information for the lady.
You talking about me?
Yes, you said you was gonna get it.
I didn't get. Okay, I'm gonna take this screenshot. I'll try to call you right after this call.
Yeah, I got him right here too.
Okay.
We'll get you in the morning, Alton. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So you need to get back to him, or I need to get back to him now?
Well,
Dalton?
Yes.
Is Roger going to get back to you?
Yeah, he said he was gonna get to me to get the information about the lady.
Okay, so I got the screenshot right now.
Okay, you got it.
We'll do it.
That sounds good.
Okay, thank you, Alton.
Yes.
All right, let's go with Shirley and William. Right.
All right, Shirley and Willie, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
My question is, good afternoon, Mito family. Calling about the MoreMito horse. How do me and my husband connect to that?
Dale?
What you do is you send a text message to the corporate number. It's at the bottom of the website, 509-593-3300. Tell us if you want to be part of it and how much you'd like to donate. We're going to call you and get the information, and we move forward from there. We just started this on Saturday. We put some things in place today, and it's going to be by giving us the information on the phone. So send us a text. We'll call you back.
Okay. Thank you so very much, and have a blessed night.
Absolutely.
Alrighty.
You too.
Thank you.
That is astounding. The Mito horse.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. Elsa Griffith in New York.
Elsa,
No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. No, that's not a hand up. Okay, it's the phone number above. Is that one of our recordings?
Somebody's calling in on the web with our own number. Caller, I've unmuted you. It says you're in New York. Give us your name and ask your question. It says you're a web caller.
How
Do
did
you
that
hear
happen?
us? I have no idea.
I don't think that's the case. I think that's us put that up and let
No.
someone speak.
Can I get your name?
Can you hear me, Benita Wilkins?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Here in the hospital, and I wanted to contact Dr. Joy.
Okay. All right, so we'll take a screenshot there. I'll shoot that to Dr. Joy, please.
I got it.
Okay.
I need your name again, though. We don't have a number or a way to reach you.
Bonita Wilkins. Bonita's Buzz is my username.
Yep.
212.
I got you, Bonita. Okay.
You have her number otherwise?
Okay.
Because what we're looking at is
Yes, I do. She's in the system. Yep, she's in the system. Bonita is a very unique name. I remember.
Okay, cool.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right. We got you.
All right, thank you. Okay, Marva Lindsay.
Marva, I have unmuted you. Go ahead from Canada.
Good night. Well, I know you don't know me this way, Roger, but I'm a jealous woman. And I would hate to know that I'm not involved with the horse, with the Mito horse. So, but I have a question. I know now the good reviews are coming, right? I want to be part of it, right? But can we come in as a team rather than as an individual?
Yeah. I mean, we just need the support. So however you want to come in, you can come in as a team. And like I said, we're gonna acknowledge everyone who makes a contribution, to the horse and everything. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I was more looking for a Mito baby. Nobody said they had a baby, due to the Mito, right? But I'll take the horse. I'll take the horse for now.
Okay,
and,
awesome.
I'm giving you guys permission to take $60 out of my Mito cash for Esmeralda's request for help.
Okay.
So 60 Mito cash.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you got it.
That's for Esmeralda. That's for that lady.
Help for Patty.
Yipper.
Help for.
That's fantastic. Thank you,
Okay.
Marva. That's
You're
fantastic.
welcome. All right. Good night.
You are incredible. Marva's done that more than once, Roger. She's quite a giver.
So what a blessing. Thank you, Marva. Really appreciate you.
Amen.
Okay,
right.
so let's try Student Barker one more time.
All right.
Student Barker.
Broker in Charleston, South Carolina. Your number ends in 8929. Are you there?
Hello. This is Mrs. Thelma Williams. Hello.
Hey, Thelma.
got you,
Go right
Thelma.
ahead.
Hey, how you doing? Got a question. I have tumors sometimes in my hands, sometimes both, sometimes less than others. I've taken a number of products. Sometimes they, subsides, and sometimes it doesn't. Now, of the products, which one should I lean toward more heavily? Maybe the brain and
Okay, so
body or whatever it is?
so my answer is always going to be all of them,
All
but
of
I didn't
them.
quite hear the condition you
All
were
of
concerned about. Say that once more, please.
My hands tremor. Sometimes I can't even hold an item.
Okay, so my
hands
first question
tremor.
is, are you currently on Mito?
No, I'm going to order it.
Okay.
Ran through
You
some
want
problems,
brain,
but yes, I do want to order it.
yeah, you want brain and body 1, and that's going to give you 1 restore, 1 rejuvenate, 1 brain and body. Okay? And you're going to take a teaspoon or 4 milliliters if you use about a dropper a day of that. And you're going to take 2 capsules of that brain and body. You should spread it out, 1 early, 1 later. Okay? And you're going to use some of that rejuvenate on those hands. Now, I have a very good friend here locally, the Matthews. She had tremors in her hand. She's an artist, and it was a real problem for her because now she can't, draw fine lines and things like that. And I didn't know it because I've been over their house, any number of times. She was hiding it, like she could hold her own hand, but who knows what that means. Anyway, long story short, she acknowledged that those tremors went away. So I don't know if it's the same thing. Yeah. So there's evidence. Now we don't know this isn't a rigorous study, anything like that. Absolutely, give it a try and let us know what happened. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Enjoy.
All right.
Thank you, Thelma. Great to have you.
All right. So we had an amazing time this week. The Saturday call is just amazing stuff. I'm having Christian edit that the call from Saturday. We're going to put it up. We'll probably append listen to it as well. But you have those of you who reported, who shared your stories, have blessed us enormously. And please continue to do that. Please continue to share with your friends and family and everybody you meet. And we really appreciate the participation on the MoreMito horse. We're definitely going to make that happen. Dale, you get the last word.
Listen, everybody, we are just having an incredible start to this year, and it's all because of you. Some new directions, some new fun. Most important, the new marketing app. You heard Esmeralda say it all. Get it and use it. Experiment with it. It's not even finished yet. We're about 90% done. Make things easy. Get the word out, and let's go. We've got lives to change, including yours. We'll see you all on Saturday. If you've got a question.
And tomorrow, in my case, tomorrow on the Zoom, I'll be there. We'll talk a bit about that marketing system then as well, okay? So until we meet again.
Look for that email. We'll get.
Was it not awesome? That was awesome. A lot of information, a lot of health knowledge. I mean, even being told how to make the almond milk, for Dr. Joy sharing that, that's one of the things you get when you get on our MoreMito calls. It's health knowledge. It's health knowledge time when we get on the calls. So you want to make sure that you either use a link below if you were watching this through one of my social medias. If you was invited by somebody else, make sure you get back with the person that invited you. But if you or if you were on Facebook Live, I'm gonna go ahead and give the website so that you will have it. So it's going to be https:// moremito.com/joining JOINING/SALFORD/2. Again, that website is https:// MoreMitoRenew.com/MoreMitoPet/JOINING/SALFORD, which is my username, /the number 2. So if you're already a customer in MoreMito and you're trying to give your link out, just the part where I said SALFORD, you would just put your username in there. Take mine out and put yours in there. So again, if somebody else referred you, you want to get back with the person that referred you. Otherwise, you want to go and create your free customer website so you can do what? You can order your brain and body bundle. What comes in your brain and body bundle? It's the brain and body capsules, the renew brain and body capsules, the restore oil, and the rejuvenate gel. You get a free rejuvenate gel with our bundles. If you I know you hear us talk about like maybe taking it 2 times, 3 times a day. If you decide to, this is a 30-day supply. If you decide to take it more than once a day, then you will need more than 1 bundle. So if you're going to take it twice a day, 2 bundles. 3 times a day, 3 bundles, and so on. Okay. But I want to definitely thank all of our customers, because we love our customers. We wouldn't be where we are without all the customers. I'm a customer as well, right? But then you can just be a customer, like Mr. Hill said. There's 2 parts to it. You can just be a customer, or you can choose to switch to be a paid representative if you want to take money out, right? But as a referring customer, you can get free products, so you can get these bundles for free, right? Just do like other people do. Just tell other people about it, right? And when they create their website, which is attached to you, then you earn the MoreMito bucks, or the MoreMito cash, whichever one you want to call it. And you can use that for your free product. But then again, if you decide you want to take that cash out, then you'll switch over to paid representative, which is free. Mr. Hill loves the free thing, right? And I love that he loves the free thing, right? Because it helps so many of us. He has great vision, and because he has built comp plans and seen so many different comp plans for, in other companies and everything, which is the reason why he has chosen to do MoreMito the way that he's currently doing MoreMito. I mean, that the MoreMito app, free. It tracks everything. So if I've sent you videos and you haven't watched them, guess what? I know you haven't watched them because it tracks it. Whenever you start to view it, it sends me a message to tell me you're viewing it, right? So it tracks everything. I know who all I've sent videos out to. I know if you watch them. I know if you haven't watched them, etc. Right? So anyway, but the MoreMito app is just great, you guys. So if you have not downloaded, if you're a customer and you have not downloaded that MoreMito app, you want to go download that MoreMito app. The mitochondria story on there, awesome. When I say you learn so much being a part of MoreMito, I have learned so much. My knowledge level has really changed just from what I learned. Even just by getting on the conference calls. I get on the conference calls, I take my notes, and I took my notes on the computer. But you may have been one that wrote them down. I used to write them down. And you learn. There's a page of notes right there that I wrote down, okay, from one of the calls. But that's how you learn, because you get to hear what other people are going through, what they experience. So, like when people are talking about their A1C, okay, I don't have that issue, but guess what? I learned about it because being on the calls, and I've learned about high blood pressure, diabetes, all of that. I haven't experienced that, but I have my own testimonials, like you're somebody talking about the migraines. Oh, I can tell you about the migraines. I lived with migraines for many, many years, many, many years. When I was introduced to Rejuvenate Gel, this was before we had the Restore Oil. At the time, we had the Rejuvenate Gel, Mind and Perform, which is basically Renew Plus, the advance that Dr. Elliott did in the Renew. But the first thing I was introduced was the Rejuvenate Gel. And when I tell you, this is what took my migraines away. I had lived in pain for many, many years. Many, many years. As a matter of fact, the doctors told me that was going to be the way I would live for the rest of my life. Okay? I thank God that they were wrong on that. you know, I've had several things that doctors have said, and they were actually wrong on it. But they told me I would be in pain for the rest of my life. And I am not, because I took the initiative, I listened, got on the products. This is what changed my life. This is what took me off of all of my medications, right? There are several of us that no longer take medication because of we build our mitochondria up, right? So if you just take your health serious, build your mitochondria up, your body already knows how to fix itself. That's the way God designed our body. So anyway, I've given y'all the website. The link is, if you're on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie or Success on Stephanie, the link is in the comments. And you know, Facebook, like I said, I've given it out. Go ahead, create your free customer website, or if somebody else referred you, get back with the person that referred you, and we look forward to hearing your testimony of what the products have done for you when you built your mitochondria. Y'all have a blessed one.